Sorry, folks. Allergies are kicking my ass today, and that's a rant video in itself, but not for today. All right. So anyway, bear with me. But anyhow, okay, here I am for another rant video, and wow, this is the month of June. It's near the end of June, but things have been happening this month with incompetence. And I don't really know what I'm going to call this video. Is it incompetence? Is it the war on paper? They're trying to get everybody to go paperless. Or what's going on? But man, did I have mix-ups today. I had a few things happen in this month alone. 1 month, the same month, that have never happened to me in my entire life. All right, we're going to talk about paying bills, really, is what this is about. Okay, now, the first thing that I'll tell you that starts this particular video is early in June, somewhere around, I don't know, June 7th or 8th, something like that, I get a notice from my car insurance company, all right? And I'm supposed to be in good hands with them, all right? You get me? But it turns out that they tell me that, my monthly premium, is due. I get a notice every month, and I pay by check. I don't do electronic payments. That's not me. I don't like having all my information out there in public and, in the cloud and all this stuff. It's just something about me. I'm old-fashioned in that regard. I like to pay by check. I like to do things by cash, that kind of thing. So, I pay my bill. I do it monthly. I don't do it every 6 months. I don't do it once a year or whatever. I pay my car insurance every month. So anyway, I get my usual statement. But what I'm surprised to notice when I get the statement is that it says that I'm a month late. They never received my payment for May last month. And I'm like, what the hell? I sent this. I know I sent this. Is ridiculous. And usually they'll send you a confirmation notice by email saying, thank you for your payment. And I never got the confirmation notice. So I thought to myself, well, I guess maybe they didn't get it. Where is the incompetence? Is it because the incompetence on the side of the person never sent me the confirmation? They got the payment, but they never sent me a confirmation. Maybe they just forgot to send me a confirmation, or the system was down or something. All right, they got it probably, but they just never sent me the confirmation. So I go back into my bank records and I look, and sure as hell, I sent the check and the check cleared, and they received it. They received May's payment. I'm not behind in a month. I'm right on time. I didn't miss any payments. What do you mean you didn't get it? It says it right here. So now I got to go onto the computer, and I got to go over to my bank account, and I got to go behind the scenes with the checking, and I got to look for that check, and I say, oh, there it is. Okay, well, yeah, they definitely got it, but I don't get it. What's the problem here? Why you just say you didn't get it? So I got to go to my bank. I got to drive over to my bank, and I got to sit down with somebody. I tell them my problem. They look, and sure enough, we find out there's been a stamp on the back of the check that they got it. It was deposited to the Bank of New York. The insurance company that you're in good hands with, says that they, it looks like they got it, right? So now I'm calling up my agent, my local agent at the little building over here, and I'm saying, what's going on here? I go down there in person. All this inconvenience, all this idiocy. I go down there. I sit down at the desk with them. I say, what's going on? Oh, we got to look into this. I don't know what the problem is, sir. It looks to me like we never got it. I said, I just went to the bank. They tell me you got it. It's stamped on the back. What do you mean you didn't get it? So this is going to take some time. Anyway, this was right around my Ringo concert. So I had a Ringo concert that night, but don't let that rain on your parade, So it took them about a week, the insurance company, to figure out what the hell was going on here. And it turned out after a week or so, the woman gets back to me. She says, I see what happened. Somebody made a mistake in the insurance company that you're in good hands with. There's a mistake here. They credited your payment. The payment was made, but they credited it to the wrong account. So somebody else got a free ride on my check. They made some kind of... Now, look, accidents happen. This has never happened to me in I don't know how many years of paying car insurance. And I don't know, 40 years of paying car insurance. This has never happened to me before. This is a real freak thing. Okay, things happen, but things are happening like this more and more all the time. More incompetence, more blunders. I don't know if people are on their cell phones too much, if they're too busy going like this and scrolling and their minds can't concentrate. I don't know if that's the case, or I don't know if it's just some kind of a plot in order to get people to go paperless and want you to go electronic. I really don't know what it is, but we'll get to more of this later. So that problem is being worked on. Finally, after like another week, they tell me, okay, we figured it out. We did it. We got the thing right. We managed to take the money and credit it to your account, so you're okay. However, she says to me, there's still going to be a late fee, and the late fee will be waived, but it's going to take some time for us to figure out, I think like a $10 late fee, which I wasn't late, you know? We got to figure a way to get this late fee erased, all right? So that's only one part of the story, all right? So I'm still dealing with that. Now, the next part of the story comes last night, all right? Last night, I don't know, I just happened to be going into my bank account on the computer again. I'm looking around, and I just want to see what my finances are. And I'm thinking to myself, when I look at my balance in my bank account, a checking account, I'm realizing that I have maybe too much money in my checking account. Like something else didn't pan out. What the hell? I think I have a little bit more than I should. So as I'm going through all the transactions, I notice, get a load of this. Every month, I rent an apartment, and every month I pay the rent by check. And again, there's never been a problem with this. There's never been an issue. It's always worked fine. I've been living in this apartment for, 7 years. Before this, I was in another apartment for 14 years. There's never been a problem. 14 years. Never been a problem. What I notice is, I can't even believe I'm going to say this. They didn't take enough money out of, whoever it was that cashed my landlord's check, they did not take enough money out of it. All right? I'm going to give you a fictional number of my rent, okay? Let's say my rent, I'm making this up. Say my rent was, I don't know, I'm going to make a number up, $1,430 a month, we'll say it is, right? It's more than that. Oh, it's more than that. But I'm not going to tell you the exact amount, but let's say that my rent was, we used the number $1,430 a month. I look, and it says what they took out of the account is, you ready for this? $14.30, 14.30. It's supposed to be $1,430, and they took out $14.30. Are you kidding me? Allergies, right? Sorry about that. I tell you, folks, I just. So I'm looking. I call my landlord right away. I say to him, I just found out. He didn't even notice either. Apparently, instead of you getting $1,430, you got $14.30. And he goes, because you owe me a lot of money. That's a joke, I don't mind this joking. He's right. I do. So he's going to look into that, and he's going to try to figure out what's going on. The error obviously has to be on his end. It's his bank. His bank didn't take out enough. Now, when I write my checks, and I looked at the copy of the canceled check online on screen just to make sure. It's right. I'm very meticulous, folks. I'm very careful in how I do these things. When I write the checks, I write down like, say 1,430. 1,430 in the corner. And then where it has the words on the line, I write 1,430 with a Y, and 0 cents. I spell it out in words. That's how you write checks. You see, for you young people that don't know, I wrote it out in words and I put it in numbers. And some moron thought it was $14.30. But this kind of stuff goes on all the time. It's getting worse and worse and more frequent. Like I say, here we are within just 1 month, the month of June of 2022. These things have never happened to me before in my entire life, for like 40 years or something. And now, in the course of, one freaking month these things are happening. And I haven't even gotten into what's been going on at the restaurants when we go to a restaurant or a place to sit down and eat. What's going on with the incompetence in there and how long you got to wait and it's shorthanded and prices are through the roof. I mean, other than that, this has really been a pretty damn good month, actually. I had some good times here, a lot of good concerts and things, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether people just don't pay attention anymore, whether people are so into the moment with the scrolling that people don't process information anymore, or what it is. Maybe some of you can suggest what you think is going on, or it could be an all-out plot. Not that I'm this conspiracy theorist about many things, but maybe it's some kind of an effort to try to have you go paperless and stuff, because a lot of when you mail a check, there's a little spot there where the stamp goes. It says, save a stamp, go paperless. No thanks. I think I'll spend a little tiny bit of cents on a stamp and take a chance. You know what I mean? Rather than getting screwed online, but getting screwed offline too. So what difference does it make? Rant over for today, folks. Have a good day.